Morning. Okay, Ayton. It's got a Sunday morning. Isn't this, gosh, is it 1st of October today? I can't remember, you know. Doesn't September gone quickly? Hasn't the summer gone quickly? The year? And we're in October, we're in the last quarter. And yeah, we need to make it count, don't we? Always a big last quarter push, which invariably means 2 months, because by December it's difficult to get anything done. And forget the beginning of January. So yeah, it's a shorter year, and we've got 2 months left really to get things going. In the last conversations we've been talking about computation, AI, quantum, but I've been having a sniff around hardware, and these are very interesting areas. So implants in particular, and you know, the big debate about transhumanism, cyborgs. You know, we fully accept prosthetics and augmentation, endoskeleton sitting on the outside, or replacing lost limbs. But when it gets to putting things inside our body, you know, it all gets a bit messy. You know, you have the, you know, let's say a few people that maybe think the Earth is still flat, objecting with playing around with the human body for various reasons, but also you have you know, governments, and you have other, you know, let's say Ponzi regulators. I can't think of a good word for it. All regulators are nonsense, all compliances are nonsense, but then we need something, don't we? Because we do have the crazy nutters, but nevertheless they still exist, they still do things under the noses of the regulators, so it's all a bit of a nonsense. Anyway, I've come across a few implants, and these are things that either exist in the surface layer of your skin, because the skin has a number of layers, so it's a constant monitoring of all kinds of stuff. And when you put it in the gaps in your skin, of course, you open up the ability to look at thousands of molecules and thousands of different things going on that change. And I, for one, you know, feeling a bit old sometimes, when I wake up, I'd like to know the state of my immune system. You know, I'd like to know, should I train today? Should I go to the gym? Or should I rest because all my markers are down? What I'd also like to know is the impact of the meal I'm eating. Cholesterol, sugar, glucose. Am I spiking? Is it good for me? And then there's all sorts of others, isn't there? There's hormones, there's cortisol, there's my protein levels, you know, is my magnesium dropped? If you drink a lot of tea and coffee, your magnesium, zinc gets depleted. So what are my levels? And on that basis, it's I want to know on a daily basis, and I want to be able to, you know, change my behavior, change my diet, change the things I do to be able to respond to that. So these implants, unlike, well, look, if you think about what happens when you go into hospital or you go to see a specialist, what do they want to do? They want to retest you because they can't get the decent patient records. It's still not joined up, and they want to retest you. So they either stick something down your throat or something up your arse, don't they? And if you've got anything going on in your midriff, like your chest, heart, lungs, gut, what have you, it's always a camera shoved in. And what they want to do is baseline and get the latest readings of what's going on. And I get that, but it's also a cover your ass behaviour, don't forget. But let's say they're baselining, and we have, you know, but as soon as you do a test, it's only as good as the test at that moment in time. It's a snapshot. And of course, the real advantage of implants, and the real advantage in the direction of travel, is constant monitoring, patient monitoring. Just got a stone in my shoe. And that's the secret, isn't it? It's the correlation of what's going on now, not what happened last month, because we need to tune and fine-tune our lifestyle now, not based on what happened in the last 3 months. So we have an enormous opportunity to we have an enormous opportunity to monitor things in real time, and therefore it makes sense, doesn't it, to have devices, implants. I mean, you can put stuff on the surface, and you can get, you know, chemical composition, and you can even measure bacteria content of the skin and what have you. But it makes far sense if we can get into the channels of the body where there's a lot more going on. You know, immunity and enzymes and protein levels and all those amazing insight opportunities. But that comes with implants. And I don't know about you, I'd have one tomorrow. Talk soon.